Hello guys, Help4You here from YouTube. I have certain websites, this is one of it. I wanted to show you guys. I am creating a zombie text-based game, but anyway, we are going further with tutorials. This is what we have done previously, so now we will add a string in the config file, a variable called string, and the string is hello, with just the first letter capital. That's really important. And we are writing statements. In these statements, if a statement is built up like this, if it contains a certain statement, then through this between the accolades, what we call it in Dutch, I don't know how we call it in English. Otherwise you can have a else if with a statement. Also, if it's true, it's executing the code between here. So we echo second statement is true, echo first statement is true, else. So when it doesn't contain the statements above, none of the statements above were true. So you can have a variable, an integer. For example, e1 is 4. So we say if e1 is 4. So when we are executing this code, else if e1 is 3. So now we are setting it, but when you want to see if it's equal to the variable, you have to put 2 times, and so you have to, this is the equal operator to look if something is equal. We have to go to the tutorial. First statement is true, so he is going to get the variable e1 out of config, which is 4. He looks if it's equal to 4, and it is. So when we change it to 3, then the second statement will be true, like you see, and we change it to 5, then none of the statements above were true, because e1 is 5, so it isn't 4, it isn't 3, so it's going for the else. Echo none of the statements above were true. You can also do this with a string, so the string was capital letter H and then hello, so hello. Now the first statement is true because the string is hello, but when we so like I said, the first statement is true, but when we change the capital letter H to a small letter h, you will see the second statement is true. So the thing is, when I changed hello to a completely different sentence, it will show us that none of the statements above were true, because they aren't true. Also, you can have to do a lot with other integers also, like e1, if e1 is below e2. So if e1 is below e2, echo, so this means smaller than, when e1 is smaller than e2. Echo e1 is smaller than E2. Else, if E2 is smaller than E1, which is the case right now, then you will see that that this code is executed and is true. So he will echo second statement is true now. The above were through, so I make a code which need to be executed when none of these statements are true. So now he says second statement is true, but when I change this to 1, he will say the first statement is true, or he will say E1 is smaller than E2, because that's the code which need to be executed. Also, you can make them equal. Then he is looking if E1. Also, you can do this way. This means E1 is greater than E2, so larger. So when it's not smaller, it should be larger, except for when it's equal, and it is equal right now, so he should post none of the above were true. And that's certainly the point. Now we are looking if E1 is larger than E2, so now he has to print the second statement is true. And when we change this to 0, he will post the first code in the first if, this one. So that's all about if and else statements. If else statements, I have to say. And next time there will be more. So keep on watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye for now.